Long way, get this shit a long way, this shit a long way. Long way, hit the long way, 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 shit, long way, long shit, long way, long way, long way, long way, long way, long way, shit a long way. Gotta get the shit a long way, get the shit a long way, finish rich, yeah. Gotta get the shit a long way, get the shot of no shit, don't really understand, man. Gotta know the shit, don't really understand, man. Gotta get a meal, shit, don't understand, shit. She be trippin' every day, she be trippin' every way, but I gotta get the shit a long way, tryna get money every single way, tryna get money every single day, yeah. Get money every single way, every day. Every day we gotta get paid, yeah. Every day we gotta get paid, yeah. I'm feeling like we be the new slaves, yeah. No, we gotta finish rich, no, we gotta finish rich. Got a new bitch, she don't understand rich. She don't understand, she gotta get rich. She don't understand, sometimes we gotta hit lit. No, we ain't hit lit, we tryna get the long way, yeah. Tryna get the shit the long way, yeah. Coach is tryna wrap up a entree, yeah. Told you the other day that did my phone strong. We gon' shoot the long way, we gon' get the long way, yeah. Yeah, get the shit the long way. My bitch be trippin' back and forth like a phone way. When I get Atari, I ain't playing games, just a blood Atari. Yesterday she told me that she about to leave, man. Said fuck it, bitch, we gon' get some money. Said fuck it, bitch, I'm about to get some money. So what I do today, I want to get some money, yeah. Cause we gon' get the shit the long way, we gon' get the long way, yeah. Back and forth like the pong way, yeah. Man, I'ma get the shit the long way, get the shit the long way. Just the only way today, because they go with shit's crazy. You gotta wear a mask, we the new slaves, and we be wearing this shit like every day. We be okay, we gon' be okay, they gon' be okay, they gon' be okay for me, yeah. So we gon' get this shit the long way, 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 yeah, we get this shit the long way, yeah, cause we gon' be okay, we gon' be okay, yeah, we gon' get the long way, yeah.
Hello. How are you guys today? This is going to be a quick one. What's up, Nick, Malika? What's happening? Be a quick one. I just want to talk about podcast I did just now with Dr. Dunbar. If you haven't checked it out, please do. The link is in the description of this video. You can go check it out. And basically, I'm just talking about explaining psychological capitalism, right? You know, I understand that, and you know, he put down the link for people to come up and ask questions, but I understand it's very difficult to come to terms with something that you've never heard of in your life. Here's somebody coming along telling you something that you've never heard in your life before. And you're like, who is he? Why should I believe him? Things of that nature, right? And all I'm here to do is tell you that I believe the only difference between you and I believe the calculator. That's it. When it comes to money, I always trust the calculator. Now, if you want to understand what psychological capitalism is, you have to first trust the calculator. That's the only way you can ever understand what I'm saying, what it means, you know, because I understand, it's matching the shirt. I understand that people believing in credit and credit scores and buying houses with mortgages, I understand that that is a must. I understand that it must be that way, or else the housing market wouldn't exist. But to understand it truly is really it's more mental than physical, because if you've been in debt all your life and you've never not had a debt, you can never know what I'm talking about. if you are a person that has given up on ever paying off your student loan debt, you can't see psychological capitalism. You can't see it because it's mathematically impossible for anyone to see who is in debt. It's impossible. Especially the feeling of owning yourself, because I kept referencing that inside of the video. If you've never owned yourself, there's nothing I can really explain to you what that means to own yourself. Everything changes, et cetera, right? So I guess, what I will continue to do is just psychological capitalism. If they choose to come up and ask questions, okay. If they come to see me and knowing I will change your life forever, all you gotta do is come see me. I'll change your life forever, forever. The fee that I charge you to help you change your life, you will have paid me 10 times that willingly. You'd probably say, once you find out this information, you'd be like, man, I would have paid you $1 million, LJ. Yes, you would have. You would have paid me $1 million because you're going to quadruple that. Like if you are a business owner, a profitable business owner, but you've never owned yourself, you come see me, I'll help you like triple your profits, triple, if not quadruple. If you're a successful business owner, but you have never owned yourself personally, I will change your whole life because you're already a head start understanding how it really works. But once you understand how this works, you will go well past of your whatever you think you're making right now. I will take you well past that, well past that. I will teach you how to go well past that. Whatever it is, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the amount. I don't care if you're making 50,000. I don't care if you're making 50 million. I will change your life forever. And that's what I try to get across, like, because I like Dr. Dunbar's stage. There's no ignorance. There's no, just fighting to be fighting. It's just straight people that come over there, respect Dr. Dunbar, and obviously they're going to respect the people that he brings on the show. No need for ignorance, none of that. Just say, hey, look, I trust the calculator. Money doesn't exist. Like for example, you come across a person like me that says in psychological capitalism, no currency exists for people in debt. None, zero. Now you hear a person like that say something, of course you're going to think they're crazy. You're going to be like, oh my God, that's bananas. What do you mean money doesn't exist? What, I'm touching it right now. But according to who? Your eyes or the calculator? Like if you have $100 in your hand and you're looking at it, you see that you have $100 in your hand. But if you open up the calculator, put in your $100 minus your car payment, the calculator is going to say, you don't have $100 in your hand. The calculator says that. Here's the glitch in the debt matrix. Either you believe the calculator or you believe your eyes that are telling you that you have $100 in your hand. Which one are you going to believe? The calculator that's never wrong, ever. Ever. This calculator is never wrong, ever. Or the $100 you believe you have in your hand. That's what I mean. That's the glitch in that's the cross from capitalism to psychological capitalism. If you trust the calculator and say, this $100 is not in my hand, then you cross over. But if you say, oh, F what he's talking about, I have $100, then you don't cross. You stay there. You stay on that side of capitalism. Because there's two sides. There's the side that the majority see, and then there's the psychological side. That's very difficult for the majority to grasp. I totally understand that. I was really hoping some people would come up, honestly. I was really hoping that, and I'm used to it. Don't get me wrong. This is something very difficult to grasp. You have to grasp this mentally. Because psychological is mental. You're welcome, Nick. You are totally welcome, man. I hope no one else was yelling at you like, no, it's not that type of, it wasn't that type of thing. I decided to switch over. Thank you, LJ. Sure is. Nick is switched over. Nick paid $40,000 for his freedom. $40,000. Paid for his freedom. Sure did. Paid for. In his 30s. In his 30s. Free in your 30s. It's unlimited now. It's unlimited. Moses guide us to the sea. This whole thing, man, this ride, I'm telling you guys, before it even happens, man, this ride is going to be so amazing. It's already amazing. This ride is already amazing, already today. I think they may have been thinking about what you said. It can leave people speechless. That's true. And that's a lot. It happens a lot, Malika. I know when they hear somebody like me, the reason why they don't understand, the reason why it really shocks them, because they've never heard anybody else say the things I say. You gotta, like, for example, when I say something like, there out of 37 million YouTube channels, there's no other channel like mine. None, zero. No other channel like mine. Or logging into my credit report for everybody to see. The majority of people that see or hear me say that, they have to say to themselves, I've never seen anybody do that before. I know, that's why I did it. Because I know you haven't seen anybody do that before. That's why I only do things that you guys have never heard or seen before, so I can show you guys that what I mean is serious. I'm serious. Psychological capitalism exists. If you believe car payments is normal, you can never understand what I'm talking about. None, zero. You'll never understand it. Now, I'm not going to be on all day and night, so I'm going to drop the link right now. See if anybody have a question of me. It's funny when debt slaves get emotional. They're mad at their credit report, not LJ. They're mad at the calculator. That's when you guys see me on panels and they're talking negative about me. I don't take it personally, because I know they're not saying it to me. They're really saying it to the calculator. Oh, the calculator, you're using the calculator as a cop-out. They don't even hear what they're saying. I'm using the calculator as a cop-out. I don't even know, how do you use a calculator as a cop-out? How do you do that? What do you do? What do you do to use a calculator as a cop-out? I don't even know. What do you do? Imagine if debt slaves knew what they say about finances make no mathematical sense, the economy would crash. They must remain that way. They must remain that they're homeowners with mortgages. Car payments are normal. Financing phones is normal. All of that is key to capitalism. That's important. To finance depreciating, not only finance just depreciating object, to finance depreciating objects, including tax and at interest rates. That's how the economy keeps going. Like when you go look at the debt clock and you see it running really, really fast, that's what debt slaves do. They're financing stuff. What's up, Malika? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, LJ?
I'm good. I'm very good.
Oh, this is my first time on here. Oh,
I know.
Thank you for letting me come on.
I was wondering when you're going to do it. You come here all the time. I said, it's just a matter of time before she jump up here.
Yeah, because
everybody got to ease into it.
I understand. Look, I was like, which was funny because I made the comment earlier about the gentleman yelling at you on the other show and everything, because I let my coworker listen to some of it.
Okay.
Because I was laughing really hard in the office. So,
okay.
And, I was explaining to her the same thing that you're explaining to us about. If you have $5,000 in your hand and you have $50,000 in debt and you have a negative $45,000 balance. And I was asking her, I was like, how much, according to the calculator, do you have to invest? She was like, nothing, because you're in the negative. I was like, well, at least you get it.
Right.
And I said, I don't think some people get, even though you have money in your hand. It was like, oh, I'm going to go and take it and flip it. But I was like, when you're in your personal your personal finances and you have debt, think about the name of the money. It's called currency. That means it flows in and out.
Correct.
But
Positive and
however,
negative. Positive and
exactly, I was
negative.
like, but you have no money that's going to flow back into you because you have debt, because it's going to always be going out.
Correct.
And I was also explaining to her, I was like, even if he's talking about, personal finances, even when you try to do business finance, when you take out that loan, I was explaining to her, I said, most businesses in your first like 2 or 3 years, you don't make any money really.
Right.
And I was like, so if you don't have your personal finances in check and you have debt, you really won't have anything to live off of.
Correct.
So you need to get your personal straight, so any money that's coming in can take care of you.
Yes. Because when you do that, you're in debt, and then you start a business, then you start commingling funds, using business funds to do your personal, and it's all mixed up, and then you start messing up on your taxes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it works. But when you're debt free and you go into business, you understand it way differently. It's way different. You know how to keep everything separate. You understand why that is and what for. Trust me.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm trying to start something small, but I was just like, I will never mix in my personal and business finances.
Correct.
Like I said, because I am trying to purchase in quotations a house. Like I mortgaged a house. And I was telling her, I was like, well, like according to my credit report, I have one owner because everything else is paid for. I paid cash for everything. I bought my car in full. I lived in apartments. My phone's paid in full. I don't go through AT&T and go on the payment plan. No, I go to the Target and go buy me a $50 phone.
Exactly.
I just trade that.
Or you can buy any phone. You can buy any phone you want and get a remarkable service. Their service provider. You bring your own phone and you get the same great rates.
I was like, all I need to do is trade this SIM card. That's all I need to do.
That's it.
And it's gonna work the same way. I might lose some numbers, but hey, they'll call me.
Right.
But I was just like, I get what you're saying. I know, like some people, it's a hard pill to swallow the first time.
How many people do you talk to about SMD?
I barely talk to anybody.
Right.
That's why they hear me laughing at work. So they hear me. I sit at my desk. If you want to talk about stuff, you can come talk to me. But anything other than that, I really don't talk to a lot of people at my office. I don't really go out because of the C-19. I don't really hang out like talking about anymore.
Right. No, because it's very difficult to talk about. People just don't get it.
Yeah, but like I said, if you put it in simple terms like you do, like I said, it's very understandable. And like I said, it can be a hard pill to swallow, but if it's the truth, they'll be able to take it.
Correct.
I took it. I was like, oh, I don't own this house.
Now, remind me, how did you find me?
I was through, believe it was K Business Podcast, but
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
it was K Business. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm listening to business and I was like, because I've always been conscious about money. Even growing up, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like I went through college, no student debt.
Oh, wow.
I actually, like my first 2 years, I was on grants and I had like, stuff like that. And when that ran out, I actually worked.
Okay.
And I was working hard.
You had it in you without even knowing you had it in you.
Yeah, I didn't even have a car in college. I was catching the bus everywhere.
Wow.
So I was on my grind at all times. And like I said, even my last 2 years, I was working. I was part-time, but sometimes they would ask me to come on the weekend so I can earn extra money because I was like basically the only person they trusted to come into the building in that way. And I was like, I was on deferred payment. So I paid a large sum, and then through the months I would pay off my debt. So when I walked across that stage, I was debt free.
Nice. Now you said you're in the process of trying to finance a house, right?
Oh yeah, I'm financing it right now.
Oh, you're in it. You're already in it.
Oh, I'm in it right now. Yeah,
How long you been in it? How long you been in it?
Well, I've been in it over a year now.
Oh, okay, because you just got in it.
Okay. Yes.
And so, is it an FHA mortgage?
No,
it's not.
No.
It's a conventional.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. All right.
Look, it was real quick because they was like, your credit score is great. You actually have money saved up.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Like,
Yo, what up, LJ?
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry. What's name gonna finish? She gonna finish up what she was saying. What's up?
no. He can come. And hello, sir. How are you?
Well, yeah, I just figured I'd pop on. What's going on, Michaela?
Yeah, Malika.
Right? Oh, Malika. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Hey, how's it going, Malika?
Oh,
yeah,
it's
LJ.
Going great.
Yeah, it's Nick Penn, bro. I just figured I'd pop up here. I wanted to put my alias up there, though.
I appreciate it. No, I know you by that name on Instagram.
Okay, hey, Mr. Nick Penn, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too. Yeah, I figured I'd put the camera on. You know what I'm saying? Put the mic on.
Looks good, man. Shit, I got to get a camera like that. Damn,
LJ. I'm in 4K.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to come up here and be a testament to what LJ is saying. You know, the whole SMD family, like, it's all true. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of debt gives you a crazy amount of freedom. And just like now you can be creative with your business. And, you know, you don't have to feel like you're chained up and restrained. So anybody that's in debt right now, like LJ was saying, like I had a lot of money saved up in my account and I could have just blew it. Go get a Corvette, go get a BMW. Like, it's so tempting, you know, even when you get the money. But then I started watching LJ, you know, savings minus debt. And I was like, let me just knock this out. I'm still young in my 30s and whatnot. Let me knock it out now. Let me take the pain now. I knew I was going to get my money up and then I was going to have to go back down. And then now it's just going back up. So
just going up. Now all your money is yours. All of it's yours now.
That's freaking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I mean, I like to tell everybody here that's watching, man, and I feel privileged that Nick, he wanted me to do it with him, man. That was just like a damn near like a proud father-son moment. It was that damn close, you know? And just to help him push that button, you know, and just be gone, get it out the way. Now you just, nobody's going to be able to understand you right now. In your 30s, man, nobody's going to be able to understand you.
Yeah, I'll be trying to wake people up too. I just got to watch who I talk to. You know, like,
you pulling down your mask in public? You know that's a no-no. You know that's a no-no.
Hey, you start to figure it out because people like start looking at you like you're an alien.
Yes, they will.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to wake up, but you know, it's a whole different world. On the other side is zero, and I'm still learning too. Like, you know, like LJ was saying, I had 40 grand in student loan debt. So now I'm still trying to figure my life out now, and you know, just progress it forward. You know,
how long did you have? Remind me, how long did you have that 40 grand? How long did you have your student loan debt?
I was at Penn State, so I was there from 2008.
I mean, total years. What's the total years from?
I had it for like 8 years afterwards.
8 years. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I had mine 10.
Went to school for 5.
Mine 10.
Yep. And that's all I was thinking about even when I was in school. It's crazy. I was like, listen, like I was telling myself, like, this engineering thing is tough. Like I did mechanical engineering over there. Like it's tough, but if I drop out, if I quit, you know, if I stop, like I'm still gonna owe that money. Right. So that was like a fire under my ass. Like
me too, man. Me too. I wasn't gonna be a person with no degree in student loan debt. I just wasn't. That was not gonna happen.
Yeah, and then like now I'm just, you know, on Indeed, on Monster, like applying for jobs, like doing all that, like, yo, I gotta pay back these student loans. It's always in the back of my head, you know, and I eventually got work, went to California, and then you know, I did finance car, leased the car, but long story short, that didn't work out. And then eventually now I'm hiding the car, you know what I'm saying, couldn't pay for it, all that crazy type stuff, like that people do. You can't afford something, right? So I was like, I'm never going to experience that again. Like that was well before I even met LJ, heard about savings minus debt. I just didn't want that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
That had to been horrible.
Somebody's going to take my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want that feeling. So you know what I'm saying? I'm scared of tow trucks. I'm hearing a tow truck and it's a garbage truck. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, think about it as who you are today. Think about that same feeling, but who you are today. Can you imagine? Imagine that feeling of like the Nick who is Nick today. That feeling of hiding your car right now. That's
that's just crazy. Like crazy. You know, I was like, listen, I just need to buy my car in cash. Nobody could take it away from me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what initially woke me up, and then found LJ, and it was like the missing puzzle piece.
Now, how's things been at work since? Like, what have you been experiencing since paying off the debt? You know, because I know people really don't understand what that means. How has that affected you at work, friendship, relationship? How's it?
I mean, I'm an independent contractor. I mean, I do solar.
Right.
So I'm used to being kind of like a lone wolf in the field type of thing. I really don't have to interact too much with people. Like I do have a
No,
team,
I mean, even
but-
though with that in mind, however you do your your independent contract, has that changed in any way for you? Have you become more confident in it? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Things of
yeah,
that
it
nature.
does. Like I just feel like I can work whenever. You know what I'm saying? There's really no pressure. Like a lot of the pressure I figured out comes from bills, stuff that you got to pay for, and it's just pressure. And in the sales position that I'm in, like the lighter I can be and the more comfortable, like the better, because you don't have like that like crazy like type of energy.
Right.
So just knowing that, okay, debt free, now it's just grinding, stack my money, and take it from there. So it does give you a level of confidence and freedom. Like, and people don't understand. It's very subtle because most people are not going to understand. Like, they're just going to be like, "Oh yeah, you wasted your money. You should have invested in Bitcoin. You should have done this with it. You should have done that." And I'm not knocking Bitcoin. I'm just saying, like, that it's not significant. Like, people are not going to be like, "Oh wow, you got out of debt. We need to have a party for this person."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
like get out of debt and spend $10,000 on a
party.
party.
Nobody gonna show up.
Yeah,
They're gonna be there by
party,
yourself.
like, you just by yourself. And that's why it's so great having an SMD family, because like it's people that have struggled with the debt, overcome it, and it's like a family of people now. So
yeah.
All right, OJ, I'm gonna hop back down. I'm gonna let you guys to pop up real quick.
I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Penn.
Right. Oh yeah, it's nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Peace. All right, later.
All right.
I said, LJ, like when you have your money and you're debt free, it just feels so good.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've been there for years. This is basically the only debt I've had.
So you've always lived debt free.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh yes. Because I like money. Have no children. It's just me. I like money.
Was it hard for you to get a mortgage? Was that a difficult decision for you?
Yes, it was. Because I was telling everybody, I said, I don't like debt. That was my reason all the time. I was like, I don't like debt. I can pay for it. Yes. I even put extra down because I'm not stretching this out to a 30-year mortgage.
Right.
I was like, I'd rather get it 15 and lower.
Okay.
So
I was
I'm
going to ask you
like
that.
crazy.
I figured the way you were sounding, you sound like 15.
I'm working like crazy. Yeah, they got me in the debt matrix. Yeah. So I'm working overtime.
No, honestly, that's different. Okay, think about it. Even though you have a mortgage, it's different for you because first of all, you had no other debt but that mortgage. And they knew that when you went to go get a mortgage, trust me, they knew that you had real money to put down, no debt. And you know what type of mortgage you have, 15, conventional. People that are in debt, they don't know. That's why I always ask that question. What kind of mortgage you have? Usually they'll say FHA or don't know.
I knew I had a conventional.
So it's different for you.
And like I said, I didn't even put money down. I got money from the signing. It was like, okay, we can pay for everything. Now here's a $1,400 check. I was like, okay, thank you. Went to the bank.
What's your goal? Are you planning on waiting to 15 or you're going to have to pay it off before the 15?
Well, like I said, I have a 30-year mortgage, but I want to pay within 15.
Okay.
Or maybe even 12.
Okay.
Because like I said, I'm putting down like every year. I'm like this year I'm putting like 600 down every payment. Next year it'll be 700 every payment. And I'm putting it all on the principal.
Gotcha.
I'm not playing with these people.
Wow. To be a debt-free homeowner, that's kick back and relax right there.
Oh yeah, and I'm waiting so I can just put my money back, where I want it to be. And people, every time people were like, let's go on a trip, I was like, I got my money. It felt good to always say that. They was like, it's costing $2,700. I said, I got mine today.
I know, right? I ain't making no payments for a vacation. Oh, they take payments because I know some people, they be accepting these payments for these cruises. I'm like, if you have to make payments to go on a cruise, that means you
ain't got no money.
Go on a cruise.
You ain't got no money.
You ain't got no money.
Because the last cruise I was supposed to go on, it happened right when COVID happened. I mean, C-19, I'm sorry. And I had already, like, a friend of mine, she's like, I'm thinking about going on this cruise. And my sister hasn't given me her money yet. I said, if she don't give you your money, I can go get mine today. Just let me know. And she said, I'm gonna wait a few days. And she said she's supposed to have the money then. Look, I went to the, like, right after her sister supposed to have the money. I said, "Did she pay?" She's like, "No." I said, "Girl, how much is it?" She said it's $900 and something. So I'm going to the bank right now. I came back with
I
the
know
money.
she was like, "Damn, I ain't turning that down."
I had the money. So anybody says I want to go on a trip, I have the money all automatically.
Isn't that's just so nice to be able to do that and say that? It's so wonderful.
That's why I tell people, I said, I don't care about that job. I got to relax.
Oh yeah, I'm just an alien. It says Malika is a future alien. You can hear it. No slave splaining. She's talking about paying a 30 mortgage in 12. I know people debt slaves don't talk like that at all. I mean, I already know that you ain't got no debt, and you know what kind of mortgage you have. I'm not even calling you a debt slave. Honestly, I'm really not. It's just because they don't even talk like you, for sure.
Like I said, I'm busting my butt to get this done. I'm like working like every weekend within the next like 2 or 3 months. I'm working extra late at work.
Wow.
I am not playing.
I heard that because
I get this money.
I have 3 people I know that paid off their house. No, 2 people have paid their houses off, and one, the last one, is going to have his house paid off in August of this year.
Man.
Yeah.
I wish somebody give me some money so I could pay this whole thing.
Hey, you know what? You know what's so crazy? You keep thinking like that, you're going to naturally start thinking of a business.
Like I said, I started an LLC. I'm still getting it together.
To do what?
Like, I do this kind of hobby, but you know, people sometimes bought my stuff. I did like what they call 3D origami.
Okay.
And it's basically figurines made out of paper, really sturdy, but it's kind of different. So
do you love it though? Do you love it?
I actually do like it.
Does it feel like work when you do it?
No, I was doing it today while I was at work.
That's what you want, and that tells you that's what you want. You should be doing that for a living, and so you'll naturally your mind. If you make up in your mind to say, "I want to do this and make some money," and the only reason why I'm saying that because that's how I'm on the mic talking to you today. I didn't know how I was going to make money doing this, but I just did it. So you do the same, and then it will naturally grow into something, and then that business will pay off your house.
Thank you very much. I received that because, like I said, I do like doing it. It stimulates my mind. I'm kind of artistic, so and I couldn't be an artist growing up. They don't make no money.
Right. Well, it counts on like if you're a debt-free artist, I think because certain artists will stand out for some reason. I'm not really an artist person, so I don't know what makes an artist stand out from another artist. So I don't know, but
sometimes they might hit, sometimes they might miss.
Right.
You like,
but I think it's clear when somebody's passion is something. I think it's clear.
I was like I said, I'm gonna stay at this job because I mean I have a lot of free time sometimes. Like I said, I was doing that while I was at work, sitting at the computer listening to your broadcast. So
start thinking of, I'm serious. Start thinking about how can I turn this into a business? And don't even try to figure it out. Just throw it out there in the universe. How can I? And it's basically like asking the universe to give you the answer, right?
And it's funny, LJ, because I think too hard. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Correct. You gotta stop. You just gotta say, how can I make this happen, and leave it. It just needs to know that when you ask, you have to be serious when you ask. You don't have to know how it's going to happen, but you got to seriously ask, I want to turn this into a business, and just walk away and go back to work and do whatever you need to do. And then stuff just starts happening. That's what it does.
Come on, LJ. You're speaking into my life. And I think I'm just an alien for saying that. I feel just so good about that.
You are definitely an alien. Most definitely an alien for sure.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to get back in the chat. Anybody else want to come on up? Come talk to LJ. Let us hear your voice. I know you can't see my face. One day I'll get on camera.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll just continue. Go by your picture. Go by your picture on anything there.
I know that one picture I had for my birthday, I had to stunt, But thank you again for letting me come up.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. There's the link. You are very welcome. Thank you, Malika, for jumping up here. I knew she would. She comes in here all the time. Shout out to Nick for the $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nick, for coming up here, man, sharing that story. Just to see, hey, when I upgrade, I'm going to see Nick for my camera upgrade. But until the videos start happening more, I'll worry about it then. But but just to see him so relaxed, just chill, Hey, whatever's, you can just look at Nick and see it. It's whatever's whatever. All right, I'm going to bed. See ya. Oh man, I love it, man. I love seeing you guys grow. I do. I love it. I love seeing you guys just grow and be whatever you want to be. But I'm gonna use myself as the example before it happens. Just psychological capitalism. Psychological capitalism. See, look at him, always promoting this business. Dominate tech. I got you, LJ. We can help with the upgrades. See, he's already doing it. Nick's already doing it. Don't forget about that $1 million you owe me, okay? Because I ain't gonna forget. All right. Well, this wasn't gonna be a long one. It was supposed to be just after the Dr. Dunbar show. But anyway, I hope you guys catch that show. The link's in the description of the video if you guys missed it. And thank you, everybody. What's today? Wednesday? Okay. Well, I'll probably see you guys on for the free side, probably on the Not Till Friday. But I'm gonna make a video for the members only. I got some things that's been they know what those videos are. You guys know what those videos are. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful. You'll have your own millions, Malika. You'll have your own millions. I promise you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. It'll naturally come. I promise you. Don't be like everybody else. They like their hobby, right, Malika? And then they do this. Oh man, how am I gonna make money from doing that? That's wrong. Don't do that. Everybody's doing it every day. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Because I remember people used to say that to me about before SMD was born. People used to always say to me, "Hey, LJ, how are you going to make money off of that?" Nobody cares about that. That is part. If I would have listened to them, SMD would not have been born. If I would have said, "You know what, you're right. I'm gonna just be like you guys." No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I know this is a gift for sure. To know psychological. This is, and before I go, I want to make sure this is clear. Okay. I discovered psychological capitalism. And since I discovered it, that means it was already here. So that means somebody else or some group of people designed it. Can you imagine the minds that must have been in that room or place or whatever that designed psychological capitalism? Designed it. Physical slavery is about to be illegal. What are we going to do to stay rich? Turn it to psychological. How we do that? Come here, I'll show you. And then they just built it. We're in it right now. We're all in it right now. It's built. That's hopefully one day I will meet the family of the people because I'm sure the people that actually designed it are dead, the majority of those people. So they just pass it down through the family. I hope one day they approach me and say, "Hey, let me take you into this library that nobody else knows about." And then I'm gonna walk in that library and I'm sure I'm gonna be amazed. Hey, this is how psychological capitalism was created, just like this. Okay, here we go. We're gonna run through it. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. You are welcome, Malika, Nick, everybody that joined. Catch the replay. All right, holler at you guys later. Goodbye.